EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jay Tufele in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league is going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Tannehill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Tannehill's throw complete here to Waller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Ready? Here we go. Switch.
Tannehill steps away. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tannehill. Open man, that's Renfro. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From From the gun, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, they'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Tannehill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Trying the left side with Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some.
I need to get my swag
right the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there outside of the pocket. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Camaro with a carry on 1st down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Caught out right by Renfro. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Tannehill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 27, Rodgers rolling to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Monty Rice in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Tannehill. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter. But that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Hamler now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Rodgers being chased out left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
If you were me,
and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers taking a shot for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Matt Breida from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch? And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Monty Rice able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Well, that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Tannehill on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they will eventually eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly. That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Rodgers buying time to his left. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Tannehill going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.